we're going to be doing a shoulder workout. So we're going to be starting on our hands and knees. We're going to have our hands under our shoulders, knees under your hips. From here, we're going to do some cat-cows. So we're going to round our spine up towards the ceiling, tucking our chin, and then dropping our belly down, looking forward. We're going to round our back up towards the ceiling, and then drop belly down as we look forward. We're going to inhale as we round up, and exhale as we arc our back. Good. And we're going to do about 3 more like this. Good. And then 1 more here. Good. And then we're going to find a nice flat back. A neutral spine should be somewhere in between your highest arc and lowest point. So we're going to find that spot wherever that is for you. Everyone's a bit different. Good. And then from here, we're just going to do some scapular retractions. So what that means is this little spot in between the shoulder blades. You're just going to drop that down and then press back up. So that little space between the shoulder blades will become concave, and then convex. Good. So it's called a shoulder blade push-up. And we're going to just continue with those. Thinking about pulling your belly button towards your spine, working on some core activation here. Good. And we'll do 2 more. Perfect. Good. And then from here, we're just going to go ahead and if you have any weights, we can grab some. I'm going to grab some 5s. And then I'm just going to, instead of my hands being flat on the floor, I'm just going to hold my weights. Good. From here, what I'm going to do is have you be nice and heavy in the knees, heavy in the left hand. We're going to reach our right arm forward, and then we're going to lower it down. Right arm comes forward, and then lowering down. Good. So keeping heavy in that left hand and right knee specifically will help to prevent you from opening up or feeling like you're being pulled to the left. Good. And we'll go 4, 3, 2, and last one. Lower that down. Heavy in the right hand, heavy in the knees. We're going to reach out left arm forward and bring it back down. Good. Trying to keep your shoulders drawn away from your ears and stay nice and active through that right stabilizing shoulder. Good. And we'll do 3, 2, and last one. Good. Lowering down. You can just move the weights out of the way. Good. And then we're going to do some bird dogs. So heavy in the right hand, heavy in the left knee, and we reach opposite arm and leg, and then bring it back down. Switching sides, and then coming back down. You should feel nice activation in your shoulders from that previous exercise. So they should feel nice and stable here. Good, and we'll do 1 more on each side. Perfect. And then we're going to turn so that we're on the mat widthwise. And just have your legs splayed out towards the left. We're going to have our arms up in a T. I'm going to shift towards the right, land the right hand, reach up and over, and then press back up. Good. Little shimmy to the right, right arm lands, and then coming back up. Good. We'll do about 3 more. And last one here. Good. And now we're going to take that 5-pound weight or whatever weight feels good. And we're going to land onto our right elbow. Good. And then from here, we're going to just take that left arm long by your side, and the weight's just resting on the ground in your hand. So staying nice and tall on that right shoulder, we're going to take that left weight, keeping your left elbow against your side. You're just opening up, doing some external rotations here for your shoulder. So we're maintaining that nice and tall length in the right shoulder as you rotate the left shoulder. Good. And we'll go 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. So we can drop that weight down, and then we're going to bring hand to hip, and then we're going to press into the right elbow, right lower leg, lift up for a bridge, and lower back down. Lifting up and lowering down. Good. And we'll go for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. So from here, I'm going to suggest going down a weight. So I'm going to grab my 3 pounds. Good. We're going to be nice and tall on that right shoulder. Press up into that bridge, and we're going to hold. From here, we're going to take that top arm and top leg. Lift that left leg, reach that left arm overhead, left elbow to left knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Landing down, we're going to drop that weight, and then we're going to come tall kneeling for a moment here. Good. And then we're just going to bring our arms towards forward, palms together. I'm going to take that right arm, row it back, look over that right shoulder, and hands come back together. Left arm pulls, look over that left shoulder, and then hands come back together. As we're doing this, you want to make sure that your hips continue facing forward and all the mobility is just coming through that mid-back. It's a really good exercise if you find you're sitting a lot. It's a little bit of a chest opener, but also gives us that rotation through the thoracic spine. Good, and we'll do one more. Awesome. Okay. So now we're going to do everything on the other side. So legs are out to the right, arms come up into a T. We're going to do our little shimmy to the left, land that left arm, and reach up and over with the right. Press into the left hand, come on back up. Shift and land. Perfect. When you're doing these, you should feel a nice stretch in that right side body, almost going into the right hip. If you're not feeling it go into the hip, try to keep that right sit bone a little bit more down towards the mat. That'll help you feel it a bit more. Good. And we'll do 2 more. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to grab that heavier weight. So for me, I have my 5s. Left elbow down, knees are stacked, nice and tall over that left shoulder. We're going to take that right arm and just kind of pin that upper arm against your right side body. Nice and tall through the shoulders. We're going to squeeze kind of the posterior shoulder to activate that external rotation. And then bring it back down, squeeze, and then relax. Good. And we'll go for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Perfect. And then we're just going to put that 5 down. Bring your lower weight so it's just closer to you. Hips are stacked. And then we're going to press into the left knee, press into the left elbow, lift up into a bridge. And then lower back down. And then coming back up and lower it down. We're going to inhale, exhale as we lift, inhale as we lower. Good, and we'll do 3, 2, and last one. Perfect. Lowering down, readjust if needed, making sure that left elbow is under the left shoulder. We're going to take that little weight. We're going to come up into our bridge. We're going to extend the right arm overhead and right leg long. And we're going to bring right elbow to right knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Perfect. We're going to lower it down and we're just going to put that weight back to the side. Amazing. And then we're going to come right onto your stomach. So we're laying face down and we're going to start with our arms wide, almost in a field goal position. So arms are both bent at 90 degrees, heads resting on the mat. And then from here, we're just going to do a few chin tucks. So we're going to tuck our chin, lifting our forehead off the mat, and then lower back down. We're going to inhale, exhale, chin tuck, and lower back down. Good. Good, we'll do about 3 more. You should feel the front of your neck muscles activating here. And then last one, we're going to hold it in that chin tuck. Good. And then from here, we're going to lift our hands up off the ground, squeezing between the shoulder blades, and then lower back down. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, and lower back down. Good. And just continuing. Thinking about tucking your tailbone towards the mat. That'll help to activate the abdominals. Good, and we'll go 4, 3, 2, last one we hold. So arms are high, chin is tucked, pulling belly button to spine. We're going to reach our arms forward and pull them back into a little W shape. Arms come forward and back. If this feels like too much strain on your neck, feel free to rest your forehead back down. Good. And we'll go 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. And then we're going to cross our arms and just rest your forehead on the mat. We're going to be nice and heavy in that left leg. We're going to lift the right leg up and lower it back down. Lifting and lowering. Trying to keep the front of your hips equally weighted on the mat. Trying not to shift or open up as you're lifting that right leg. Good. We'll go 3, 2, last one. Land that right leg, again, nice and heavy in the right leg. We lift the left leg up and lower it down. Lifting and lowering. If you start feeling this in your low back, just do a slight tuck of your tailbone towards the ground. It'll take some pressure off the lower back. Good. And we'll go 4, 3, 2, last one. Perfect. And then we're going to bring our arms forward into a little Y shape, and your thumbs are pointing up towards the ceiling. And we're going to come back into that chin tuck. Then from here, we're going to lift the arms up, lower down, lifting and lowering. And we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Arms come to a T, and we tap the ground, palms facing down, and squeeze between our shoulder blades, and then lower back down. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Arms come into a W, so you have your elbows tucked right against your side, palms facing down. Squeeze between your shoulder blades, lifting your hands off the mat, and lower it back down. Good. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Perfect. And then we're going to bring our arms by our side. You can rest your forehead down for a moment. And what you're going to do is you're going to have your chin look forward, press into your hands, come up into a mini cobra, and then lower back down. We're going to inhale, tuck chin. Exhale, look forward as we press up into a mini cobra. Just do what feels good here. Good. And we're going to keep going. And we'll do 2 more. Keeping your shoulders drawn back. Perfect. Good. And our last exercise for today, we're going to combine our leg and arm movements for swimmer. I'm just going to move my weights. Perfect. So arms come out in front of you. Chin is tucked. We're going to hover both legs and both arms. If that feels enough for you, just hold here. Otherwise, we're going to lift right arm, left leg, and then come back down. And then opposite arm and leg lift up. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Perfect. Take our arms by our side, press up into hands and knees. We're going to bring our knees, about hip width apart. We're going to sit back into a little child's pose. Good. And then we're going to walk our hands towards the right side of the mat. Left arm goes over the right hand. Feeling a nice low back stretch going down from the left shoulder blade, kind of to the left hip. Holding here for a few breaths. Perfect. And then we're going to walk our hands over to the other side. So right hand over left, sitting bum back. You'll feel a stretch from the right shoulder down towards the right hip. Okay, you can come on up. We're all set for today. If you want to see more Pilates content, like and subscribe for more. Again, please feel free to comment below with what you want to see in the upcoming videos. Have a great day, everyone.